Hello CIS scholars, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Okay, so now we are continuing with our chapter which is living and non-living things. So in the previous lecture we have seen the different features of living things. And now today we are going to see features of non-living things. So let us begin. Okay, features of non-living things. Which are the features of non-living things? Let us see. All man-made things are non-living things. That means whichever things or whichever substance or object which man is making are non-living things. Okay, certain examples are given such as toys. Okay, you play with the toys. All these toys are non-living things. Then the pencil with which you are writing, the pens, the chalks, chairs, tables, books. Okay, so all these things we see around us are non-living things which are made by men. Okay, the features of non-living things are, so what are the features of non-living things? Number 1, they cannot grow. Yes, we have seen in the features of living things that living things grow, but non-living things cannot grow. The next feature is they cannot breathe. Yes, in the living things we have seen that they breathe, like human beings breathe with the help of their nose and fishes breathe with the help of their gills. Yes, but non-living things cannot breathe. The third property is they cannot feel. Yes, living things we have seen what? Yes, if we will touch any hot or cold thing, we can feel. But non-living things cannot feel. Then the next property of non-living thing is they do not need food. Okay, now do your pencil or do your eraser, do your chair or table need food? No. So it is one of the property of non-living things. They do not give birth to young ones. The next property is they do not give birth to young ones. Yes. And the last one is they do not move on their own. So do your chair and table move on their own? No. We will move, then only they are going to move. Okay, so these were the properties. Let us see once again. Non-living things, they cannot grow, they cannot breathe, they cannot feel, they do not need food, they do not give birth to young ones, and they don't move on their own. Okay. Now, the next thing that we are going to see is what are the things which are used by living organisms or living things. Okay, thus we see that things around us can be living or non-living. Yes, so there are a lot of things around us. Some of them are living and some of them are non-living. So living things need food, air, water, soil and sunlight, without which they cannot live. This is because, okay, so we all need food because we are living. Yes, then we need air to breathe, we need water, we are drinking water, soil, we need soil because plants need soil to grow, and both plants and animals need sunlight. Yes, so let us see. Living things breathe air. Yes, all living things drink water. Plants absorb water from the soil with the help of their roots. Yes, water is needed by both. Air is needed by both plants and animals. So we drink water. Likewise, plant will absorb the water from the soil with the help of roots. Yes. Then next, plants need sunlight to prepare their food. And animals, human beings and birds depend on plant for their food. So with the help of sunlight, the plants are preparing their food, and this food is being consumed by animals, human beings and birds. So we are dependent on sunlight. Next, plant need soil to grow. Yes, if the soil is not fertile, then the plant cannot grow, which will lead to a shortage of food for all the animals and human beings. So we know that soil helps the plant to grow, and the soil should be of good quality. If the soil is not proper, then the plant will not grow, and then we will not get food. So it is written, it will lead to shortage of food. Okay, so we have seen that living things need food, air, water, soil and sunlight. So these are the important things which are required by living things. Okay, now next we are going to see some important meanings, words to know, meanings of some words which are new to us. So the first word is pore. So what is pore? A small opening on a surface. Pore, we have seen that we find number of pores on the leaves which we cannot see with our naked eyes. Yes, so they are small opening on a surface. The next is gills. Okay, gills are paired breathing organs of fish. Okay, so gills are the organs which are found in fish which helps them to breathe. Then the third word is hatch, means to come out of an egg. So the chick come out of the egg, which is known as hatch. And the last word is seedling, a new tiny plant which grows from a seed. So a seed, when we are sowing, it will first convert into seedling, that is a tiny new plant. Okay, I hope you all understood the meaning of these words. Now students, now we will recall the chapter which we have studied. Okay, so number 1, things around us are divided into two main groups. Which are those groups? Yes, living and non-living. So half of the things are living and half of the things are non-living. Secondly, living things can breathe, move, grow, eat food, feel and respond to changes around them, and also they give birth to young ones. Yes, so we have studied about all these features in detail, that living things breathe, they can move on their own, they grow, they also need food, and they feel hot and cold, and they respond to the changes around them. Okay, and also give birth to young ones. Now the third point, living things need food, air, water and sunlight, without which they cannot live. So which are the important things which a living organism require is food, air, water and sunlight. Non-living things do not need these things. So air, water, food and sunlight is not needed by non-living things. All man-made things are non-living things such as toys, pencil, pens, chairs and tables. So now students, I think you can identify between living and non-living things. So at home you can do one activity. You can make a list of living things that you see around us and a list of non-living things around us. Okay, so you take out 5 minutes and you prepare this chart of living things and non-living things. Okay students, I hope you all understood. Take care. Bye bye and thank you.